Some weeks you get a lot of sewing done and others not so much. It happens and it's okay, and I'll tell you later in the episode. G'day, my name is Sean. This is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. Come see what I'm working on, what I've done, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. The first thing I want to show you is some progress on the Halloweenies, which is a pattern by East Quilting Co. And this week we've been working on the moon and the bats. And this one's been a lot of fun and a lot of challenges because someone, me, can't read instructions properly. And so this is what we've got done so far. Oh goodness, it's still not. Here we go. It looks like this. We'll get it right there. So it's got 3 bats in the moon. I think the fabric for this is perfect. I picked this because I thought it looked like the moon up in the sky and the bats were there. I had to pull up my seam ripper more times than I care to count because I had the bats upside down and I had the wrong, it was in the wrong order. It was just an absolute mess. But that's, this part's done. We've just got to put a little bit more together, and that block will be pretty much done. We can move on to the next one, which will be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that's the only progress I made on my whips this week. I was not feeling well earlier in the week, and it's just been a busy week. But I did get to go to Quiltcon, so I took a lot of footage from that. I'm going to share some of that with you now, and we'll get to see more of it later on in a separate video. So I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody on average how many days you sew a week, and the answers were quite varied. Some of you sew pretty much every day, some of you sew a few times a week, some of you are weekend warriors. I really appreciate it when you take the time to go and put a response in there for us. It was really fun. And I even got a couple of comments from people that said that they took on the challenge that Tasha from Tasha Quilt and I did last year, where we sew every day for a month, and it was so heartening to see that there. This week I thought it'd be fun to ask, do you have a sewing supervisor, like a cat or a dog that comes to join you, sit with you while you sew, stand on your quilting while you're doing it or afterwards to make sure you're doing a good job, or have one like Copper and Finley who have to sit or stand on the quilt when you're laying it down and take a photo? I'd love to hear if you have a sewing supervisor of any description in the comments. Now it's time to talk about my goals, and my goals for this week is hopefully get some more progress, but I wanted to mention that even though I didn't get a whole lot done, I'm not that upset about it. Sometimes you need to take a little break, look after yourself, and let yourself just rest and recharge, and that's been hard for me over the years, especially with the channel, and I want to make sure I have plenty of stuff to show you each week. But this week it just didn't happen, and I've got to be okay with it, and I am. I'm sure next week we'll have more stuff, but yeah, if you have to take a little break once in a while, or you don't get as much done in the sewing room, don't stress about it. Just say, okay, look, I need the rest, and then next week will be better. Now it is time to talk about our news and events, and I had one video come out yesterday. I was not live yesterday because I was traveling down to Raleigh for Quiltcon, and that was a lot of fun. But in its place, I had a video called My 2025 Year in Review, Just What Did I Get Done? This one is a lot of fun, and it was actually nice to be able to go back and check out what I had actually achieved. And I actually surprised myself because I got a lot more done than I thought I did. So if you don't currently make a journal or write down what you do during the year, I strongly encourage you to do it. It really helps me I have it with my channel. I have channel notes every week, so I can kind of see what I've gotten done. But if you haven't done that already, I really do encourage you to do that, because it really does encourage you when you go back and look just how much you've done. Last Sunday night, I was live with my friend Tammy from the Siberian Wind, where we started putting this together, and the start of my mistakes. But that's okay. We had a lot of fun together. It's always fun hanging out with Tammy. This coming week, I will have my live at 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, as usual, and I'm going to have my very special guest, John from East Quilting Co, join me. I'm really looking forward to having him on, talk about all sorts of different things, see what's going on in his part of the world, and just enjoy his company there as well. If time allows, I would also love to be able to do a Quiltcon wrap-up showing you some of the quilts and all the other fun and exciting stuff there. I'm going to do a brief overview of the day in just a moment, but this video will be more in-depth and hopefully be coming out very soon. As mentioned earlier in the video, I went to Quiltcon down in Raleigh yesterday for the day. It was a long day. I left out at 6:15 a.m., got down there at 9:30, left about 4 o'clock and got home late in the evening here in Virginia. But it was a lot of fun and well worth a trip down there. I loved interacting with everybody down there. I met so many content creators, some for the first time, a lot of my viewers, some for the first time as well, and that was really neat. And that's the main reason I go. I love socializing and hanging out with all the people that I interact with here on the channel as well. If you met me yesterday and took a picture with me, can you send me a copy of it? I'll put my email address here. It's theguywhosews@gmail.com. I'd love to have that. And if you can tell me too, if I have your permission to use it in an upcoming episode, I'd love to do like a little slideshow of that as well. I'll do a more in-depth video in the next week or two if all going well. But I really did enjoy my day down there. There was a lot of wonderful vendors. It was very, very hard not to spend a lot more money than I did. And there were some very, very beautiful quilts there as well. I'm not usually drawn to modern quilts. I'm definitely more a traditional quilter, but there was some beautiful artwork there. There was a lot of talented quilters there, and there was actually a lot more quilts there that I really enjoyed than I thought I would. Again, I'll show those in a slideshow and video very, very soon. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the haul of what I actually did get. I got these snips, which I'm really excited about. These are from LDH, which is a Canadian company. I bought one of their larger pair of scissors at the Road to Virginia last year, and thought another pair of snips would be really good here. So I got the pretty, I forget what they call it, the prism colors, so it's easier to see and not get buried. It's kind of what I was thinking. They also gave me these little snips as well as a free gift with purchase, so that was unexpected, but it could be very nice. I have an extra one laying around. And then I also won this fat quarter from my friends over at the Andover Fabrics. They had a spin the wheel thing, and I participated in that with my friend Janice as well, and that was a lot of fun there. So that's what I got for my haul. Anyway, that is it. One more thing. I also got a bunch of goodies from all the other content creators. I was handing out Guy Who Sews stickers, and then they were also giving out stickers. So I'll show you just some of them, because there's so many of them here. This is one from Sir Becca and my friend Cherie. And then this one here is on the Hoe of All Hobbies. Love that. The inappropriate. I think that's from my friend Zaza. I love this one here. I adulted today. And then some of these I can't remember where they came from, but they're fun stickers too. Quiltcon as well. And then let me just show you one or two more. This beautiful strawberry, one of a bee. The inappropriate quilter, which is my friend Zaza. And then someone gave me a sticker, and I can't remember who it is. If it's you, let me know in the comments, because they were trying to pick out a good sticker for me. And then when I saw this one, I was like, this is the one. I was like, yeah, give me that one. That's the one I need. It's my friend Jack the Seam Ripper. But I think my favorite gift of all, my friend Lynn from Soft Squares gave this little kit as well there as well, which was very kind of her. But my favorite gift was probably from my friend Zaza. I asked her last week if there's any chance she could bring one of the British treats that I love so much to me, and she did right by me. She got me some Turkish Delights. If you know, you know. These are not really available in the US. I mean, you can get them on Amazon, but it's hard to get. But yeah, in Canada, Australia, UK, these things are magical. I love these. This is like my favorite chocolate. So I was so happy that she was able to bring that over for me. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed my modified episode. I know it's more focused around Quiltcon, but that's because I didn't get a whole lot of sewing done, so I thought this would be a good way to fill the episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button on the way out. Tell a friend, and I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you'll have a great day, happy sewing, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.